Today is my presentation on fast fashion and its effects on the environment. First, fast fashion, it's the creation of clothing at a cheap and fast rate than ever before. And I mean, this is fast fashion. This is Hollister. You know, everything that we usually wear is from fast fashion brands. For example, I have a list here. We have brands like Fashion Nova, Runway, Forever 21, Zara, H&M, and the list is literally endless with so many online retailers producing the same type of material. Basically trying to come up with the trendiest clothing. So if they see that a famous person like Kim Kardashian or Kylie Jenner or Kanye West, if that family in particular comes out with clothing that they find to be really cool and trendy and think that it might be hit with the population, they start mass producing that. And believe it or not, they can do it in as little as 5 weeks. So 5 weeks from when you see somebody on the runway wearing something that you like, you're gonna probably see it on Fashion Nova soon enough. You can put in orders to like pre-order things like this because like it's on the website sooner than they even make these items. So fast fashion, basically, like what I said before, is brands ripping off a runway item. For example, Fashion Nova is one of the most popular brands in terms of copying other designers. So I have 3 pictures here and they are all of copied designs. One was copying an outfit that Kourtney Kardashian wore, one was copying an outfit Kim Kardashian wore, one was copying Kylie Jenner's outfit. Outdated copyright laws, they can't do anything about it. Unless there's a logo on it that's been trademarked, they try to imitate, they can't do anything about it. If they copy like a particular material that the dress is made of, that's unique to your own, then you can sue them for that. Or also if you put your company name or something like that on there that's particular to you, if you're a big enough brand and they recognize you when you go to sue, then you can get something out of it. But if you're a small business and you try to sue, you're screwed because they don't recognize you enough. So how can they claim that this is yours? Like, they don't know and you haven't patented or anything. But all these processes are really expensive, so small businesses stand no chance against these big box companies trying to take over the world one clothes at a time. A few facts about the fast fashion industry that I found very interesting were that 80 billion articles of clothing are made worldwide every single year. The past 20 years, our views on clothing has changed dramatically. Past, people were like having clothes tailored for them specifically, or they were making their own clothes. That was a long time ago. But now we're just revert to buying these cheap clothes from whatever store we can find that sells them. Trendy clothes that we like, easy disposable clothes, so not expensive ones because you don't want to waste your money on something that you're going to end up throwing out anyway. So clothes nowadays have a shorter lifespan than they ever had before, and that is a problem on the environment because people are wasting all these clothes. And also it's just pollution. I mean, what are we going to do with all these clothes on this planet? They don't disappear out of nowhere. I mean, clothes are known for being like leftover found things because they're so hard to decompose. Basically, the average American disposes of 82 pounds of textiles a year. Now, just know that there are 330 million people in the United States alone. So the next thing I want to talk about is Amancio Ortega. He's one of the wealthiest people in the world. He's the 6th wealthiest person, 2nd wealthiest in Europe. His net worth is 56.1 billion and he is the founder of Zara. Zara, I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's a fast fashion brand. So he thrives on asking the consumer what they want, trying to deliver as soon as possible. He has clothing stores in at least 88 countries around the world. The next thing I want to mention is Ariana Grande and Forever 21. So in 2019, she made her 7 Rings music video. And aside from a bunch of copyright things that she had on her own, she decided to sue Forever 21 for making a post that made it seem like she was endorsing them because it was like clothing particularly like from her own music video. So they were copying her styles and like making it seem like she was promoting them, and she went to sue Forever 21 for 10 million. There are so many clothes on this planet, and so when people are getting new clothing, they dispose of older ones. How do they dispose of these clothes? Some people donate clothing, some people keep wearing it until it's completely unable, so they just trash it afterward, but some people donate them. And so when you donate them, you might have donated them to a friend in one of the donation bins that you can find around the malls, the supermarkets, places like this. 10% of these clothing get resold. What happens to the other 90%? These 90% are being shipped overseas. So other countries will buy bales of clothing from us and cycle through those, see what they want, and the rest they burn. An alternative to all this would be to either to minimize the amount of clothing you're wearing, minimize the amount of clothing that you're purchasing, so that you don't create so much waste on this planet. Another alternative to this would be renting clothing. So they have stores like in New York City and other places like that. So Rent the Runway is a brand that promotes renting clothing that comes off the runway.
So hopefully you learned something from this. I definitely learned a lot. I hope you enjoyed my presentation.